everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Crowder in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Bradley in at the point. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And, by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
And that was all Morant, aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Here's LeBron, lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Morant. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. James against Crowder. Kicks it out to Bradley. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Oh, a shot Bradley has practiced time and time again. Now, a legitimate threat to hit off the catch.
The pass to Morant. Passes to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
To the inside, here's McGee, and the rejection by Valanciunas. 3 on 3. Green against Crowder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, make a sturdy 2-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
First free throw is good.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
And James gets it to go.
As good as LeBron is at moving the ball, he's not going to pass up the jump shot if it's there for him.
To the paint, Valanciunas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Oh, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
Now here is Davis. We saw him with 29 points last game. Now here's Morant, guarded by Bradley. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Crowder against LeBron. Crowder kicks to Brooks. Five to shoot. Outside Crowder. And the rejection by James.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror. He's relentless. Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
And Brooks gets it on the assist from Crowder.
Timeout. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte. James outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Here's Clark. James covering. Pass to Caboclo. Right side Jones. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And he banks in the layup. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's LeBron. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
And here are the Grizzlies now after LeBron James's miss.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here is Cook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Here's Clark following the basket by LeBron James and stolen by LeBron. Goes up, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Pass to Clark. Anderson trying to free himself up. No good from Clark.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
LeBron with it. From deep. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis. Jones is out there with Allen. Then there's Anderson, and it's Caboclo in at the 5, down low. And so here's Memphis. After the basket by the Lakers, here's Allen. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Clark, the pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Here's Jones after the basket by the Lakers. Kicks it to Clark. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Caldwell-Pope outside. From close range. Howard in the post, defended by Allen. The kick out to LeBron. Clock at 4. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, when he joined the Lakers, LeBron knew it would be a challenge. Joining a young team with a losing record. It's reminiscent of his return to Cleveland. But this go-round proving even harder.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That free throw, no good. And under the microscope in Los Angeles, some questions about LeBron's leadership, sitting apart on the bench and, Chris, courting other superstar players.
Well, I mean, and when you're losing, everything gets magnified, Kevin. We all know that. I mean, LeBron's had his critics his whole career. He continues to prove them wrong. He just wants to get back on that winning track because that would do a lot to quiet him.
He hits the second from the line. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, you love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Morant passes to Crowder. The dish to Valanciunas. He can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Morant. The pass to Valanciunas. Bradley on the double team. Knocked loose. Morant passes to Allen. From deep three-point range, the Lakers with the rebound. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
Allen surveying the D. Inside, trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him, and the layup falls. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's James. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Morant. Here's Jackson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Jared Dudley. Davis is subbed in for James. Passes it to Daniels. Back to Bradley. To the middle. Morant with it. Now guarded by Bradley. 1:04 left now here in the second. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. He dishes it to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And he gets it to go. And now a 4-point Memphis lead.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dip.
Davis, the pass to Bradley. Back to Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the Lakers with some changes. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. And Cook subbed in for Bradley. Memphis also making some changes. Kyle Anderson comes in for Crowder. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brooks kicks to Jones. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jones has got 6.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Pass to Davis. Over Anderson. Los Angeles with another miss. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Avery Bradley, and it's McGee in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Crowder against LeBron. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Oh, you better be aware of Valanciunas. He has a knack for getting to the right place in the open floor.
Pass to James. Shoots over Crowder. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got 17 now. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Morant with it, working on James, and it's Morant missing.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. So he can't get either to fall.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Brooks outside. Feeds it to Valanciunas. He kicks it to Clark. Got a piece of it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley. Last season's performance for him averaged about 10 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Allen's checked in for Brooks. Here is Davis. Now Bradley. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Green deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to LeBron. For the lead, Davis has the open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Davis has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
LeBron against Crowder. Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. Morant passes to Allen. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Lakers leading by 3. Inside. And it's Davis at the elbow. To the paint. Goes up again. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
A little bit of physicality from Bradley. Taking the knock, fighting through it to get the bucket, plus the and one chance.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jared Dudley's checked in for Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. And it's Troy Daniels in for Danny Green. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Pager, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright, they be big, and we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
And he makes the first.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Clark dishes to Jackson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
To the left wing, Cook kicks to Daniels. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third.
Solid recognition from the center. Howard is intelligent at taking advantage of these opportunities.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
And you just have to manage the clock correctly. Now, sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Clark. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Cook kicks to Daniels. To the middle, Howard. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Anderson with the drive. No good from the wing. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 7. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Jones. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
And that one falls for Jackson. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
And he can't hit the second.
You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physique for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
And they'll keep possession.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. 6-point game. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson. He did play power forward at Michigan State and the NBA. But what's Jaren Jackson's long-term position, you think, in this league, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5 with his shooting. Now, he's still experiencing guarding shorter players. He's getting used to it. But moving his feet serves him well.
Cook, the pass to Howard. Kicks it to Daniels. Here is Cook. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Howard. Back to Cook. Over Anderson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The offensive rebound. McGee with the block. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Daniels dishes to Cook. He feeds it to Howard. Buries it down low.
Timeout.
And the Lakers lead by 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Troy Daniels. And Bradley's subbed in for Cook. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Here's Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Dishes to Jackson. Fires for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Bradley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And good that time.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Bradley. To the inside, Valanciunas, and he makes good on the layup.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter this focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Bradley deciding where to go with it. The feed to James. It's blocked.
I love Morant's approach to the game. I mean, flying to the ball, challenging everything.
And for Memphis, their shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Brooks kicks to Morant. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Crowder. With the second effort, and the rejection by LeBron. Outside Bradley. Pass to Davis. Back to Bradley. Pass to James. Caldwell Pope against Brooks. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Almost, but it rolls out. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson has the open look. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
LeBron against Crowder. James outside. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.